I would like to. Last questions inspire me on my birthday.
I have a question, Stuart. Chris. Stuart, in your book, Moving On, you say, when life and death have become as one, we are well on our way to our warrior's path of enlightenment. Could you please talk about that?
Well, it's very simple, Chris. I mean, there are no polarity when it comes to the soul of a human being. Soul of a human being transcends polarity. Awakening that soul, nurturing it, helping it to grow, helping it to develop more consciousness is the job of a human being. And you get to a place where you begin to recognize that, there is no life or death. There's just a constant evolution of the soul, learning what it has to learn in order to continue the growth process, to attain a state of enlightenment. Polarity disappears, the conflict and all of that, polar opposites that runs rampant through people. It gets absorbed inside the whole development of the soul and becomes, it's like a dialectic, it becomes one that gives birth to enlightenment. So, look, probably the major problem in this world, not being born is not the major problem. Everybody's happy, everybody's rejoicing, everybody's having a wonderful time with this sweet little infant that had just, emerged into the world. Living is the problem. And then living is a problem because one day it's no longer here. We spend our life working and building and growing and doing all this stuff in life, making money, losing money, whatever it is, the drama, the soap opera of life. One day it's gone. And the reason why it's so problematic is people place, attainment and objects and a material existence above the energy of God. Not realizing that the energy of spirit is energy that is infinite in the universe. Anything material, including family, including, all this, everything that people attach themselves to, one day's gone. And there's this black hole inside of people that's scared shitless about this. I'm working my ass off in this life to make money, to have, a nice place to, and one day it's all gone. Not realizing that working your ass off to develop a life for yourself is part of the process of allowing the soul to evolve to a place where it gets, beyond time and space, beyond polarity, beyond conflict, beyond life and death. Our consciousness arrives at that place. We're no longer attached to the material world. We're no longer attached to family. It doesn't mean we don't live in the material world. It's required. Caesar requires us to bust our chops to pay the rent. Requires it. We do it with graciousness, with gratitude, having a place to live. Isn't it wonderful? We can make money and go to a nice restaurant and go out to a theater, a movie, and life is wonderful, but we're not attached to it. We recognize that it's all transient and one day it's gone. And what's not transient is the soul evolving to a place where it embraces energy that exists outside the realm of time and space. Now that requires, inner work. It requires the development of consciousness to be able to live that way and to suddenly understand, hey, we live in a dream. It's a freaking dream that we live in. Why do we take it so serious? Why do we fight with everybody over our possessions and what's mine and what's yours? And one day, nobody has anything. Extraordinary. Yet at the same time, we have to enjoy living in the world. If you don't learn to be happy while you're living here, you're going to come back until you learn to be happy living here. It's really the truth. How do you got to get free of karma. How do you get free of karma? Learning to be happy, living. We're given the gift of birth, and we need to learn the preciousness of what it is to live in the world. At the same time, we need to get detached from it. We can't be completely absorbed in it. Because one day it's not there anymore. I hope this is clear, because I mean, I love that thing in Lewis Carroll where he says you should celebrate unbirthdays.
Yeah.
Mad Hatter telling everyone they should celebrate unbirth. I mean, that's fantastic. We have one birthday a year, everybody celebrates, and the rest of the year, people are miserable. It's ridiculous. We should celebrate our unbirthdays as well as our birthday. We should celebrate life, the gift of life, the fact that we never get free of all the suffering and the pain until we work out our karma. And we work out our karma by learning to keep the heart open and to be happy human beings. Now, this is a hard thing to accept because everybody looks out at this place and you see you just pick up. I mean, somebody in the morning, I'll read the news. And my God, what's going on in this world? I mean, people in Hawaii who go there for paradise are living in hell now. It's extraordinary. But it's all a teaching. It's all the universe saying to every one of us, hey, this is all transitory. It's all an illusion. Get that illusion out of your brain. Connect with spirit. Connect with what's infinite. Build a chakra system inside yourself that can do that. Instead, Hawaii becomes paradise, and paradise is burning down right now. It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's an extraordinary thing, and it's such a great teaching.
May I ask you another question with that, Stuart?
I insist, Chris.
Thank you. So that's what the Buddha meant to be when one of his students said, Master, are you enlightened? And he said, no, I'm awake. That's what he meant.
Enlightened people don't know they're enlightened, Chris.
Yeah.
They just live that way.
Yeah.
They don't walk around with a sign around their neck. I'm enlightened. With an neon Oreo bouncing out of them. They just live that way. Their lives are that way. And usually they're just unknown people who have developed a system inside that are capable of living that way. There's compassion, there's love, there's kindness, they see the magical place that life is, and that everything is precious. Everything is a teacher. So, it's like that guy in Kathmandu who had a sign on it, saint.
Yeah.
Saint.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. I mean, enlightened people don't go around telling everyone they're enlightened. Somebody tells you they're enlightened, just go in the other direction, You just see it in them. Their presence is like pure Shakti. Their presence nurtures you. It inspires you to live deeper inside yourself. What more can we ask, from any human being? I mean, I got a wonderful letter today from somebody wishing me a happy birthday. And this person has been studying with me you were the first person and only person who ever supported me in my life. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for what's become of my life. I just want, it really brought a tear to my eye. But enlightened people, they don't have to walk around wearing orange robes and turbans and smelling from incense and chanting mantras and all this. People want to do that. It's okay. But that has nothing to do with enlightenment. Enlightenment is a twinkle in the eye, love inside, compassion. You become a child of God living in the world without having to proclaim you're enlightened. You are. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you for that gift.
You're welcome. And just an addendum, there are no two people that are going to get enlightened the same way. I mean that. Everybody's unique. Everybody finds their path to God, and every path is unique. I mean, all I provide is not a path. I provide, this is the gasoline station. That's all this is. The place you come to get energy that you need. And if you take advantage of it and use it that way, you will find your path through the development of a chakra system to God. And it won't be like my path. It'll be uniquely your own way. Problem is taking advantage of what the universe puts in one's life. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, happy birthday, everybody. Every day is your birthday. Don't forget it. Get up in the morning and rejoice, rejoice. The very fact that we're alive, life is wonderful, life is constantly giving us teachings and gifts, and we simply have to rejoice in it. So God bless you all. Thank you for being in. God bless you.
Happy birthday, Stuart.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. There'll be a meditation on Sunday. See you then.